Whenever you are ready, sir, you can begin.
Okay. So every year we're told we should get the flu shot. Some don't, and some do. But there are much more dangerous diseases in the world. But like the flu, there is a way of preventing getting the disease. Today I'm going to convince you that all people should be vaccinated. We don't know when we're going to get sick with something, like the measles outbreak that just happened recently. It only takes a few individuals who are unvaccinated to infect many others. So I've been researching about this for the past few weeks, and I've been learning about vaccinations pretty much all of my schooling years. So I'm going to prove to you that vaccinations are saving lives, that vaccinations are inhibiting the circulation of infectious diseases, and that getting vaccine immunity is safer than getting natural immunity. So let's start with saving lives. Across the globe, vaccinations are saving lives. So, from the article, Contemporary Vaccine Challenges, Improving Global Health One Shot at a Time, written by a collection of authors, published 2014 by the American Association for the Advancement of Science on sciencemag.org. It states, annual use of recommended vaccines for children has been estimated to avert up to 3 million deaths per year globally, with even greater numbers of prevented cases of illness and substantial disability. Now, this is no minor number. This is millions of lives saved per year. Vaccines, pretty much alone, are saving millions of young children's lives for just the recommended use. Diseases that could kill or disable you are being prevented almost completely. Imagine if we didn't have it. So many young children would die every year. And if they didn't die, they could come out with some sort of disability, or they could spread it to others, where they will have to go through the same process. And from the article, but 2015 Global Milestones and Measles Elimination Goals are off track, written November 12, 2015, published by the World Health Organization on the World Health Organization website. It states, the number of measles-related deaths has decreased 79% from 546,800 at the beginning of the century to 114,900 in 2014. New data released by WHO for the Measles and Rubella Initiative estimates that 17.1 million lives have been saved since 2000, largely due to increased vaccination coverage against this highly contagious viral disease. Measles vaccination has played a key role in reducing child mortality. So, it's saying that over these 14 years, there's been a 79% reduction in death from symptoms involving measles and rubella, and almost 80% reduction in death is amazing. It's also amazing that over that 14-year span, 17.1 million lives have also been protected from measles and rubella from their vaccines. So, now that I've shown that vaccines are saving lives, I'm going to show how vaccines are protecting communities and unvaccinated individuals. So, from the article Vaccination, written by Samantha Vandersloot and Max Rosser, published by ourworldindata.org on July 2015 and updated on October 2018, it states, herd immunity is a community protection that creates that is created when a high percentage of the population is vaccinated, such that it is difficult for infectious diseases to spread. Herd immunity provides a protective barrier, especially also for those who cannot be vaccinated. These include vulnerable groups such as babies too young to be vaccinated or immune-compromised children, who are the first potential victims of low vaccination rates. And from the article, Vaccines Prevent Disease Outbreaks, found on the website Vaccinate Your Family and Every Child by Two, updated on October 7th, 2019, it states, measles is still common in many parts of the world. Then it later says, although measles no longer naturally occurs in the United States, unvaccinated people continue to get measles while traveling abroad, bring the disease to the US, and spread it to others. So, to run you through it, say someone goes on vacation to Europe, and they have a wonderful time, but without them knowing, they contract measles. Now this would have been just fine if they got the vaccination, but they never did. So, they come back to the United States and go about their business, surrounded by a bunch of people on a daily basis, but no one else gets sick. Why? Well, that's because pretty much everyone else in the community has been vaccinated for these diseases. There's a high enough level of herd immunity that those who haven't been vaccinated or can't be vaccinated are protected by those who have. Okay, so now that I've shown you how herd immunity is inhibiting circulation of diseases, I'm going to prove that the process of getting vaccine immunity is safer than natural immunity. So, because of the associated risk with them, getting vaccine immunity is safer than natural immunity. So, from the article, Vaccines Myths Debunked, published on August 27th, 2019 by the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention on their website. In some cases, natural immunity, meaning actually catching the disease and getting sick, results in stronger immunity. However, the dangers outweigh the benefits. If you want to get immunities to measles, for example, you have to face the risk of a 1 in 500 chance at death from the symptoms. And from the article Misconceptions About Vaccines, found on historyofvaccination.com, published by the College of Physicians of Philadelphia, January 25th, 2018, the combination MMR of measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine results in infidelitis, I think, I'm sorry. Infilitis, thank you, I'm sorry. Or a severe allergic reaction once in every million vaccinated individuals. The benefits of vaccine-acquired immunity extraordinarily outweigh the serious risk of natural infection, even in cases where boosters are required to maintain immunity. So, what this is saying is, if I want to have the natural immunity to measles, I have to face a 1 in 500 chance of death. While vaccine immunity, I run in a 1 in 1 million chance of a bad reaction or the previously stated disease or symptom. So you can see my chances for something less severe than death are even lower than it is with natural immunity. So, hopefully I've shown you why we should be vaccinating everybody. I have proven to you that vaccinations are saving lives, that vaccination is inhibiting the circulation of infectious diseases through herd immunity, and that getting vaccine immunity is safer than natural immunity. So I beg you, please vaccinate your own children whenever you have them. Persuade others to vaccinate their own children. And if you can't persuade them, inform them as much as you can, because it's their lives that are at risk. So, now that you know just a little bit more about the importance of getting vaccinated, I'll ask you, have you gotten all of your shots?